Welcome to Slope Weekend Update. I'm your host, Joyce Wu.
And I'm your co-anchor, Katrina Okano. The story making headlines this week is residents in the small Russian town of Chelyabinsk received quite a shock when a meteor exploded right above them last Friday with the force of 30 Hiroshima bombs. According to NASA, it was the largest meteor to hit Earth in more than a century. Thousands were injured from broken glass and debris from the blast.
In sports, it was a grim Valentine's Day for Olympic athlete Oscar Pistorius, who was charged last week with the shooting death of his girlfriend. The South African track star made headlines last summer at the London Games as the first double amputee to run in the Olympics. According to ABC News, Pistorius now faces 25 years to life in prison if convicted on the murder charge.
In entertainment, the video Harlem Shake has gone viral. The song, released last May by New York producer Bauer, is now topping the charts. However, the song, combined with the hilarious dance, is what led to the millions of views and thousands of groups posting their own versions of the Harlem Shake. Even some of your fellow Cornellians have joined the trend, using it to promote events such as Delta Gamma's philanthropy dance competition, Anchor Jam, that occurred this past Sunday, and the Architecture School's annual event, Dragon Day, which will occur on March 15th.
Starting this semester, Cornell will begin offering gender-inclusive housing to all its students. After much debate, the Student Assembly adopted Resolution 12, which mandated that on-campus gender-inclusive housing be made available to all undergraduate students at Cornell. Students have the option to live on campus with whomever they choose, regardless of their gender identity or sexual orientation. The plan is modeled after gender-inclusive housing already in place at fellow Ivy League institutions.
Let's cook it good looking. This past Saturday, the 15th annual Chili Cookoff was held in the Ithaca Commons. 30 local restaurants participated, preparing their best chili in the hopes of being crowned winner. The cook-off also featured a farmer's market, showcasing other delicious local foods. The event helped raise money for hunger programs, and according to Executive Director of the Downtown Ithaca Alliance, Gary Ferguson, this was set to be the last major event on the old Ithaca Commons before a redesign of the area begins in April.
The Cornell Programming Board has announced that comedian and actor Joel McHale is set to perform here at Cornell at Bailey Hall on March 10th. Best known for his role as Jeff Winger on NBC's hit comedy Community, he's also featured on the E! Network show The Soup. Fellow comedian and guest star in Community John Oliver performed here last semester to a sold-out crowd. Tickets are available now at cornellconcerts.com.
This week in Cornell Sports, the men's tennis team claimed the ECAC Indoor Tennis Championship at Rice Tennis Center last weekend. The Reds defeated 5th seed Brown 4-1, top seed Harvard 4-2, and finally second seed Columbia in a 4-0 victory, taking the championship.
On Sunday afternoon, the Cornell Gymnastics team competed at the Shelley Callaway Invitational at Towson University, where the Red earned its highest overall score of the season.
The women's squash team ended their season at the Howe Cup Championships, where they finished in 6th place for a second year in a row. Despite the team's season ending, individual championships start in 2 weeks, and the 5th-ranked men's squash team will play in the Potter Cup Championship this upcoming weekend at Yale.
The women's hockey team also played its most important game of the season this week, defeating Harvard on Friday night 3-1 in front of a packed crowd at Lina Rink. The Big Red then tied Dartmouth. With the win and the tie, the Red guaranteed itself at least a share of the Ivy League title.
We actually accomplished a lot in this week's meeting. We passed 3 resolutions. The first was resolution number 34, which had to do with the Appropriations Committee during non-byline funding years, and we actually implemented a new task force to give the 30 byline funded organizations more insight and recommendation on how they could better run operationally and then also financially. The second resolution we passed was number 35, which had to do with increasing member accountability through a revised initiative tracker, and we're hoping that not only will this new initiative increase the attendance of our members and ensure that members are at meetings, but also that they're really upholding their responsibilities to work on resolutions and initiatives that benefit the student body. And the last resolution that we worked on was the establishment of an international student center. Dean Kent Hubble actually came to the meeting to speak on the issue as well. We passed a resolution in favor of establishing this new international student center to really provide the support for all international students on campus, whether they're undergraduate or graduate. So it was a really productive meeting this week, so take care, have a great week.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching Slope Weekend Update.
Have a great week.
And remember, stay classy, Cornell.